Hey guys, magandang araw sa inyo. We just wrap up yung Lifestyle Entrepreneur Summit 2020 and we had a lot of questions and answers sa mga attendees natin. One of the questions with Dr. Six in here is about procrastination. Because when you build a business, you know, there will be many decisions that nobody else is going to tell you what exactly to do. You have to make those decisions. And because of that, people tend to procrastinate because sometimes they tend to wait for an authority figure to tell them exactly what to do. Well, unfortunately, sa entrepreneurship, that's not gonna work. So what we have here is Trix, and he will maybe give us some insight on what to do if you tend to procrastinate on a certain task or project.
There are several things you can actually do. On the surface, kasi procrastination, coach, looks like procrastination, but very often it's actually fear or inaction,
Masquerading into something.
yeah, masquerading as something else. It's very often they're stuck because they don't want to move. They don't want to move because they're afraid. Okay, and it can look like procrastination, but the actually fear of failure, masquerading as fear of success.
That's right.
You know how these things go, and quite surprisingly, I tend to talk about this the same way I tend to talk about motivation. The best motivation and the best way to change yourself on like an identity level that's workable for most people is to actually prove to yourself with progress. Like Sir Jello, who's helping us right now.
Shooting the video.
Yeah, a year ago, before his first video, he would never have thought that he'd do 40. But now he's done 40 videos, and had he not started, he'd still be stuck in
Still
inertia,
thinking and still wondering.
inertia, fear,
Exactly.
procrastination, all the wondering.
That is
yeah,
right.
but it takes one step, and then and then the next step.
Petroleum, yeah.
Yeah, so it's habituation. If you build a new ritual that proves each step you do, okay, you're moving towards a new identity. Like, I'm somebody who takes action. I'm somebody who takes action. I'm somebody who takes action. Eventually, it's just natural. And you could have had just started it instead of trying to work on changing my mindset, which unfortunately for a lot of us is really hard to do.
Yeah.
There are ways to do that. But an easy way for most people, including your students, your beloved students, is to just take one step, one action each day, and make it matter of fact. Make it so impossible to not do that you end up doing it.
Simplest.
Yeah.
Simplest thing.
Simplest possible single step. For me, I call it shoes in front of the door. Like, if I put my shoes in front of the door, and I cannot open the door unless I put on my rubber shoes. Okay, I have my shoes on. Then I might as well go out the door, right? It's not so warm, I might as well walk. Okay, maybe I can run a bit. It's not so bad. And then I have a better chance of having had a run. And it starts with the night before, because I know I'm going to be stupid. Yeah, you just put your shoes in front of the door. If the night before your students just prepared their one task for the day, that if they accomplish this one task, their day is already won. It's a step they would not have had done had they not prepared.
There you go.
Yeah,
Just
and
one.
it just takes one
one.
first critical step, and then doing that consistently.
There you go.
Jerry Seinfeld popularized this technique, connecting the dots or do not break the days. If you just mark your calendar like day 1, you did it. And then day 2, or stabilo or highlight it.
That's
Day 2,
right.
you did it. And then you just connect the dots.
Until-
you will
until
be
the
pissed
30th.
off when you cut the dots. Mainis
Kasi yung
ka eh.
momentum mo nandun na eh.
Yeah. It'll piss you off. You have a nice pattern and then you cut it. Yeah, so it's these little things, these little rewards. Okay? I've heard another example of, giving, because it's harder to develop these new habits if you don't put a win. Okay?
A reward, you mean?
Like a reward.
That's
Like a reward, definitely. So I've heard this nice example of a couple who, they like going on expensive dates, but they want to travel. And so what they do is each time they'd skip a costly dinner, like a $200 dinner, they would put those $200 into their travel jar and they can see the money build. And when it hit a certain level, each time being rewarded by, okay, we skip, but it's for a good purpose.
That's right.
If you're rewarded in the moment, if you find a way to find joy in the thing you do, like whatever it is for you, like some people like connecting with people, some people like getting the praise.
That's right.
Some people like proving other people wrong.
You feel good about what you
Yeah,
do.
find some way.
You tend to follow through.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely. So find
two
some way.
things. Two things is simple steps. That they
Simple
can
first
execute,
steps.
Simple first steps, and then of course the reward.
Definitely the
There you
reward,
go.
and because that's a structure of our habit. There's a trigger, there's a routine, and if you fit in a reward, your new rituals can become your new positive habits, and then your positive habits you
Become a
eventually
lifestyle.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
right.
you eventually become. So
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Two simple things that you can do if you feel that you're procrastinating, or you already know what to do. It's just that for some reason there's like
Supposedly.
holding you back. That could be it. This could be the two simple hacks that you guys can do. Okay. I hope again this has been really helpful. Thank you for watching.
And thank you.
Thank you.